Yo, just wanted to quickly recap my trades over the last few days. Today is a Sunday, and I want to come into this next week fresh and feeling good because recently I've been taking pretty sloppy trades, but not without reason. So I want to kind of explore that in this video, and be honest with myself, right? So yeah, let's just get started. So I left off on 4/1, April 1st. Just took a clean trade down to internal sell side liquidity. Um, yeah, and that was a pretty big winning day for me, so over $4,000. Um, and so usually after, these big winning days, it's kind of normal to get, happy, a little bit emotional and hopeful, right? And the best thing you should do is try not to give it all back, right? But unfortunately, that is exactly what I did. So coming into 442, right? Um, I just want to be honest with myself and dive into what went wrong. So I'm gonna be honest. I thought that Trump's tariff announcements were going to occur like before market open, but actually, like it kept on getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and it ended up being announced like way into the night, um, after market close. And so, because of this timing, that honestly I should have known. I mean, how can I call myself a trader and not be in tune with market moving news, right? So that's definitely no excuse there. Um, so basically, the thesis was there was a large impulse down on the daily time frame. It looks much worse, and this everything up here was just rebalancing inefficiencies, right? And so I knew that. Well, I had a strong belief that um, all of this move here was just rebalancing inefficiencies to continue lower, right? So this entire move up, I was trying to short it the entire time. And yeah, I was trying to short it the entire time, but I wasn't really waiting for anything at all. I didn't wait for any confirmation, and like this is really untypical of me where like I don't usually do this type of thing where I um just keep on shorting into oblivion. Um I think there were several reasons for it that led to that, but some of the main reasons was that first of all, I didn't know exactly when the news was, so my timing was completely off. Um Second of all, I had a really big winning day yesterday, right? And usually, whenever I have these winning days like this, I just want to like, I have like a little voice inside my head where I just want to take like a quote unquote easy win, easy $200 win, and just wait till payouts. I could get a payout. Um, yeah. And like the more I think about it, the more I realize like no trade is a quote unquote easy trade. Just because my target is more modest doesn't make it any less hard of a trade. Whether it works out or not is mm, in the long run, whether it works out or not, it's not luck at all. And so I really shouldn't try to get these quote unquote easy trades. Every trade should be a fight that I am very in tune with how much I'm risking, right? Just because I'm taking a smaller target doesn't mean that my risk is necessarily reduced. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I was shorting into oblivion, um, and there were like two trades that really set me into tilt. Um, was when it broke the high of day previous high of day, and I just started trying to go long, and it just stopped me out and then ended up going higher. But I shouldn't have even taken that long in the first place. And so all of these things, um, like really I was breaking every single one of my rules like on this type of day. And I really think it stemmed from trying to just take the $200 win, right? And as I go throughout many of these days, that usually is the case. Um, yeah. And of course, after the actual news announcement happened, the market manipulated massively lower. And so this was, not really tilting. I don't want to say it's tilting because, like, honestly, like, you can't just make yourself feel better by saying, oh, it would have happened anyways. No, like, moves in the market when they are obvious and you try to get in early, it really hurts because the market really tries its best to shake you out before going the actual move. So honestly, I think it's just better to wait until you're on the right side of the curve. Um, but yeah, that's that. I took so many losers today. I didn't have a single winning trade on this day. The only thing that was good about this day, was that my losers weren't excessively large. Every loser was capped at 35 points, which which is I don't know. I don't know if that makes it worse because I'm taking so many losers back to back. I really should reevaluate my bias, or just I don't know. At that point, it's more likely than not that I'm trading out of tilt. There was like one valid trade, like in this entire day. There was, I would say, one valid trade at this breaker block that I could have taken, and which would have resulted in a stop out or at least a break even, right? That should have been my entire day today. Just one break even or one stop out, and I should have been fine with that. But honestly, if I'm asking myself what is more important to me, like trading well or getting a payout at this point, I would say it's getting a payout. And so I need to be honest with myself and in recognizing that and saying, like, I'm trading for a payout here. So, yeah, the trades are definitely not as clean as I ideally want them to be. But going forward, I do I do want to clean up my trading, and that's why I'm doing this video, right? And so right after the next day, so the next day, this day was a $5,000 loser, which is insane. Um, Completely wiped out all of my gains from this $4,000 winner to this day. And so coming into um April 3rd, I'm just telling myself, yeah, I'm not trying to do anything special. Um I'm just a dog trying to lick my wounds. Um just trying to be safe. Um be reasonable, not do anything stupid. Don't want to lose my account. I just want to get the payout, honestly. I don't really care at this point, right? Yeah. And so, the first trade that I took on this day, um, wait, what is this? Where's April 3rd? Yeah, right, it was right here. So the first trade I took on this day was on a micro contract, one micro contract. And kind of crazy because one micro contract was going for, I think I made $800 on one micro contract, which is insane. Um, Wait, no, it wasn't. I think it was three, but yeah, that's insane. Um, yeah, so that was my first trade, like like around like $800 just on purely micros, and I was like, all right, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to lick my wounds, not trying to do anything special. Um, yeah, I just really want to take it slow. I'm not trying to make it all back. I'm realistically, you're not going to get the opportunity to make a $5,000 loser back, especially with my trading size. Um, if you're trying to trade cleanly and properly. Um, However, later in the day, there was my midday VWAP continuation trade that I saw that had really high potential, and so I started entering in, and um, I'm gonna dive deeper into like the executions and the trades later on, but I ended up taking the continuation off of VWAP to the new low of day. Um, and so on this day, Nasdaq was down over 5%, and like I'm not allowed to trade within 2% of the circuit breaker, which is 7. So after NQ hits 5%, I just liquidated, even though my target was low of day. However, I did have contracts in ES and YM because those weren't at 5% yet. And so um, this day was um, it was honestly one of the hardest trading days that I've had so far because I had a very strong bias that this could have gone to low of day based on my strategy, based on all the market internals, Volt, ADD, um, tick, like all the signs reporting towards a lower day break and continuation. But when the market is so obvious, it really does everything it can to really shake you out. And I truly experienced this on this day. Um, like I was up around like several 4,000, I think, and luckily I took a partial on NQ because it hit 5%. But if I didn't, I would have been back completely at break even, and yeah, it would have been back at completely break even, which is um, crazy to me, almost a loss even. Um, yeah, and so, but it did ended up working out in my favor, and I think I ended this day up over $8,000, which completely made back the $5,000 previous day loser. But um, honestly, was really proud of this day. There was definitely luck involved with having to take the NQ partial, which put my head in a better space because I took some profits. I had buffer to work with, and I could let this trade really ride out down to full target. But really, the hold was so hard. It was so hard. It really it really made me question like if I'm gonna end today with a break even day, or maybe even like a loss, which would have honestly like killed my mental. But it ended up being one of the most profitable days that I've had thus far. And so, honestly, I'm pretty proud of this day because, I had a plan and I executed it and it paid me out massively. Um, I don't think my entries were bad. I think my exits were, you know, amazing. Um, and yeah, I can't really complain about this day when the setup is so clear. And honestly, I learned so much from this, like about how the market really tries to shake you out, especially when the move is so obvious. It really makes it painful to hold. And so I guess that's why taking profits are important. Um, Sticking to your plan is important, especially when the market is so clear, because it'll really make you question. And yeah, and so at this point, this was the fourth day, I think. So on this Friday, honestly, I just wanted to get my payout. Like I, w- I wasn't really thinking of anything else. I just wanted, I wasn't even trying to like catch anything clean or anything like that. I just wanted my payout. And so I took trades on just micros, and then I had um mini trade for 10 points, and the trading was absolutely not clean at all. Um, but yeah, I managed to get over 200 dollars in profit, and just got my payout. But honestly, thinking back at this, um, this was another exceptional trading day opportunity. Um, it was like the, basically the trending day lower setup, shorting every bounce. Like this could have easily been, a multi-grand day for me, but I didn't even care. I didn't want to push it. I just wanted my payout, and so I was able to get my payout. And as you can see right here, boom, payout requests. I got my $5,000 max payout, and so that's all I wanted. And yeah, so I really cannot complain about that. Um, Even though I could have pushed this a lot more. And actually, the one, the one Nasdaq micro that I got, went for $200 on one micro contract, which would have been $2,000 on the actual one, which is over 100 points. Um, yeah, right. So Monday gap down. Um, I wasn't really taking any trades. I'm like, all right, I'm not interested in taking any trades until after this money is deducted from an XFA. And yeah, so it got deducted around 9. Um, and then right after 9, there was like a huge like news announcement that basically Trump is going to have a 90-day pause on these tariffs. Well, if you take into the context, basically the market had like several days of gap downs lower, and so this Monday gap down was almost an exhaustion gap down. Not quite yet, not quite yet. But yeah, and so this move here was so violent. I think this was around like, from here to here, I was like over like 7-8%. Let me see. Oh, you serious? 10% move? Dude, yeah, a 10% move in indexes in almost less than an hour, which is honestly insane. And so on this day, it was honestly crazy. Um, I let's see. I took trades on with just micros, and these trades were going for like 300, $400 a pop, which is not normal at all. And then so I had to I shortened my time frame because like when the market is so volatile like this, like I don't want to be in trades that long. Um like I really shortened my time frame. I went down to the 1000 tick chart, and I only traded setups with the tightest stops imaginable. So these 35 point stops, $700, on if I took a mini, they could have been hit instantly. And so that's why like I shortened down to the 1000 tick chart, really focused in. Um, and yeah, once I go into the trade report later on, I was able to make $3,000 in a minute, which is actually insane. Just trading on the continuation, um, which is something, I mean, I'm very happy to be able to catch, and like that's like one thing I learned, like when volatility is high, um, shorten your time frame. Um, Really hone in on trying to catch these like quick scalps. Like I'm not a scalper at all. I really like to ride these trades out, but really, um when the market is giving you so much, like you should really tighten your stops, shorten your time frame, um unless you got the bankroll to ride out these type of moves. But I guess in my case, I'm not used to um like trading this much size, and so I think it's appropriate for me to shorten my time frame, really have a tight stop, and really try to take the profits whenever I can get them, which would mean become a scalper instead of like an intraday, trader. And yeah, so this day was over $6,000, which is like another massive day. Um, yeah, so right after this, I got my payout. I got $6,000 immediately, and so I'm like, all right, what I just want a payout, right? And so these next few days, if I look at my trading, I think I just wanted a payout. Yeah, I was just trading for a payout, and that's why the trades were so terrible. Um, like I would take shitty, honestly, shitty trades, um, and just fight my way back to over break even. And these trades were honestly so shit. Like this trade was taken at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and like I'm taking all these losses and had to, make up for it by taking these bigger wins, right? Same thing here. Like these trades were honestly terrible. Um, all of them, honestly. And so I I don't even want to like there's honestly nothing memorable about the trades taken over this week because it's been so shit. Um, yeah. So, coming into next week, um, I already got this payout and I already got well, I just requested one Friday and so I'm not gonna trade. That's why I'm locked out right now. I'm not gonna trade until it's deducted out of my account. So, at this point, I got two payouts. I'm feeling really good about the cash flow. And I think I could refocus on, taking these, real trades. Like I don't want to lose my edge because I'm trying to take these, these small days and taking shitty trades because of it. I don't want to do that no more. Yeah, so this video was just to reflect on, my situation. These are my stats. Um, yeah, these are my stats. These are my days. See, like right here. Yeah, but honestly, look at this day. Look at this day. Almost 150 points in a minute, in literally a minute. I made $700 on one YM, micro YM. That's insane. Is that like, is that almost 500 points? That's insane. Like, this was abnormal. And so, I mean, it was an amazing day, for me, but it doesn't even feel real. Um, yeah. So like just wanted to make this video, refocus for the next week. Um, I don't know. I mean, I should feel a lot happier about this think, but I just don't feel that I've earned it. Besides this day on Monday, which was honestly executed to the T. Um, this entire week was filled with, shitty trades here and there and decent trades here and there, um, but nothing worthy to talk about. And that's not the type of trades I want to be taking long term. So I really need to refocus. Coming into next week, I just want to take the best setups. I'm going to take them on smaller size. I don't really care about making so much money right now. I've secured my payouts. I just want to refine my edge again. And yeah, so this was kind of a candid reflection. Just being honest with myself. Um, yeah.